One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Eastern Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Eastern Michigan going fast.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Morrison. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now facing a third and long. Gonna look downfield again. Takes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. There he goes. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Eagles will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've controlled the ball on this opening drive. Play number 10 brings us to third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arkansas's offense will take the field for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. We're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, probably play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Gee. Got room at the 35. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks are on the move. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Eagles will hustle to the line. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to Davis. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gee. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Here comes the Heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Back swinging with the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it in. It's Smalls. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. And nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He rifles one deep down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Bringing it out. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Eastern Michigan going fast.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another.
Breaks into the open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That's caught. It's Stockton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Eastern Michigan going fast. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Floats it out in space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Right on the money. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got him downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Turns it loose. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Pulls it in. It's Gee. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. Made a defender miss. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Eagles! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense onto the field again. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Morrison. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it along the sideline.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead, and you're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle.
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to Akron. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the catch. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stockton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morrison. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Eastern Eastern Michigan going fast.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting a first down? So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Out of the end zone. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Handoff to the lone back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Let's go. They'll ride Davis here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
RPO complete to open the drive. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morrison. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Eastern Michigan going fast. On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
42, Eastern Michigan, 31.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Smalls.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here.
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Eastern Michigan.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Going to swing it on second down. Flips it out in the flat. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Eastern Michigan going fast. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smalls. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Stockton.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Put it in the window for the score.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
Eastern Michigan, 41.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. He wants to change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smalls. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Smalls. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Just keep slinging it. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Eastern Michigan going fast. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Morrison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got the back over the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Morrison. And it's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play, and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.